and we are green flag racing.
Throttled down as the green flag flies, and look at Cash Shawless literally pushing the 76 of Brian Reddy down the front stretch. Look at Liebarger trying to get the jump on his pole position front row starter, Brian Reddy. Can he clear Brian Reddy? No, look at Brian coming back. He's dirt tracking it, Steve.
Wow, he was loose. He saved it. He was definitely dirt tracking it right there. Great driving there by the 76 of Reddy.
Look at Cash Shawless as we go to the split screen on Flow. We're watching that battle for the lead. We're watching that battle for fourth right now with Burkholder looking to shuffle Brian Reddy back to fifth right now.
Cash Shawless was running faster laps the past couple times around, but this last time across the stripe, just by a hair, was Liebarger a little bit faster. So they're battling back and forth, but visually, Cash Shawless is now tucking underneath and coming up beside our leader.
Cash Shawless sticking that right front fender underneath the left rear quarter panel. Cash Shawless pulls that Ford Torino even with Liebarger. Drag racing into turns 3 and 4. Liebarger goes high and gets loose. Bob Mostaller 1 second. Cash Shawless, your new leader here on lap 13.
Cash Shawless running those fastest laps. No, Bob Mostaller was the fastest that time around. So it is Mostaller position 2 as he passes Liebarger and drops him back to third. Now it is the 51 to 16 as Mostaller tucks underneath. And into turns 3, it is side by side coming out of turn 4. Mostaller, Cash Shawless coming across the stripe, and it is Cash Shawless.
Cash Shawless has to protect his groove, and that's exactly what he's doing. He knows Bob Mostaller is now within striking distance. Look at Brian Reddy. You've got 7 cars there in that lead pack. And we talked about Carliotti not being a part of the equation. Guess what? The 75 is now part of the equation in that lead pack coming down the front stretch. My goodness, the Integrity Coatings Chargers putting on a show.
Mostaller behind leader Cash Shawless, but Cash ran the fastest lap that time around. Puts about 2 car lengths distance between himself and second. Liebarger's in third with equal distance between him and the second place car. But quickly, Mostaller closes in less than a car length, less than a few feet as they come out of turns 4.
Ken Burkholder in that 26 car takes fourth away from Brian Reddy. The 76 of Reddy falling back to fifth right now. He's still in that lead pack. It's Mostaller. He's focused on the 16, but he's got to be careful with Liebarger and Burkholder right on his rear bumper as we take lap 18 and 2 remaining.
Burkholder, he takes that look, and he's trying to battle for that third spot, and he sets his sight on the 20 of Liebarger. It is less than a car length between Mostaller and Shawless coming across the back, and less than a car length between him and third place of Liebarger. It is bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper as they come out of turn 4, all 5, 6, 7 of those cars.
The Mission Critical Solutions final lap. We have run caution free. Cash Shawless, here we go down the backstretch. Don Liebarger being challenged by Burkholder down the backstretch into 3 and 4. We go a final time. Does Bob Mostaller have anything to challenge Cash Shawless? Not gonna happen. Cash Shawless, Bob Mostaller, Ken Burkholder. 3, 2, 1, hammer down. Green is out. Oh, we got one on its lid. Is that
Harold Myers?
That's Harold Myers on his lid, so we're going to have a red flag.
And nowhere to go for Fama in that 83.
For making a left turn, Stephen, because it is throttled down. Green is out. The Ron's Auto Sales and Collision Center street stocks are off and underway.
And the 57 of Kostelnik takes no time to take a quick jump over the rest of the field, but that 113 of Flegel isn't going anywhere either as he takes a quick jump and has his sights set on the 57.
As we take lap 2, Adam Kostelnik, been doing it a lot of years, whether it's at Motordrome or whether here it's Jennerstown Speedway. Kostelnik knows this .522 mile oval just about better than anybody.
All right, Flegel has his eyes set on Andrew Kostelnik as they come into turns 3 and 4. He had a strong car there in the heat race. He got a little loose, not sure if it was a setup thing or not, but he is putting on the heat right now with our leader, Andrew Kostelnik, as he goes on the inside, coming out of turn 2, and he takes a quick lead coming across the backstretch.
Casey Flegel with the slingshot move of the night into 3 and 4, a final time. Oh my goodness, it has been a long time coming. Casey Flegel parks it in Jennerstown Speedway, victory lane.
The Keysport PA is Adam Kostelnik.
Colby Burkholder in the 29. Mike Backel on the 48 out of Irwin, make up row 3, and the green flag flies, and let the Crown Vic Northeast mayhem commence. Lee LaRue gets spun up there in turn number 2.
Our Megan Ford pace truck takes that dive onto pit road, and our flagman waves that green flag, and we are back racing.
Look at the Crown Vic Northeast Series flying into 1 and 2. Again, looks like rush hour traffic on the Parkway leaving Pittsburgh about 5 o'clock on a weekday afternoon. Down the backstretch we go. Holy moly, Steve, look at this. That's Eastman on the high side in that red and blue 8 car. Let's see which of the 48s is going to lead lap 1.
48 8K, Adam Kostelnik.
Yes, that is Adam Kostelnik, the wily old veteran. Look at Eastman way high. The McKeesport driver going to drive around everybody, Steve, as we head down the backstretch. Look at Ben Eastman now. He'll slide into second right behind Adam Kostelnik. Boy, there's some bumping and grinding up there through turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, exciting racing always in this division, as there is contact between the 8 and the 48 AK as they come across the front stretch.
We go to our Flow Racing split screen, capturing all the action here on lap number 3. Ben Eastman going to slingshot underneath Adam Kostelnik. You've got McKeesport versus East McKeesport. Ben Eastman, can he make it stick? He does. Your new leader here on lap 3. There goes the bumper, yes. Now we're probably going to have a look out on the front stretch. The 10 car hard into the wall just as we were going to caution. Michelle Ginnelsberger. Megan Ford pace truck, throttle down, hammer down, green is out, and we set sail as the 48s are teaming up on the high side, Steve. Somebody went way high of the 48 team cars.
As the 2 wiggled a little bit, but now he's going to do a tuck on the inside, coming across the stripe.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, Steve. I thought Boyer was going to come down on him on the front stretch. Scott Mitchell has run him down. Scott Mitchell has used the lap traffic to his advantage. Look at this as we head into 3 and 4.
Yeah, but Scott Mitchell has about 3 or 4 cars to thread the needle through, but can he? Is he? He's on the inside. Our leader's on the outside. Mitchell has 1 car to go till he clears that lap traffic. And can he do it?
And there he goes, Steve. He's going to get by the 11 of LaRue. The advantage now for Eastman, what would you say, 8 car lengths as we head down the backstretch?
It looks like it's 0.8 seconds distance between first and second, and this is going to get updated, and I'm sure it's going to be about 0.5 as they come across the stripe here.
1 lap to go. We've reached the Mission Critical Solutions last lap. Mark Catone is slow in turn 1. We're going to stay green. The 48 is off the pace, but out of harm's way. We're still green flag racing down the backstretch. Final time. Into turns 3 and 4, Steve. Bring it home as the 8 car leads the way.
It is the 8 car coming out of turn 4, and he has a clear advantage over the second place as the 8 takes the checkered. Second place is Mitchell. We smashed the pedal, and we are green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen, as we enter turn 1, and a quick jump. The 17 of Glessner takes that quick lead as he comes across the backstretch. Anthony Aiello in that second spot, but right behind them we have Tom Golick and Jason Bush battling for a third as they are side by side coming across the stripe. Glessner, Aiello, Jason Bush separates himself from the 98, but there's some competition, and we got 2 cars into the wall on the backstretch. We have Golick into the wall.
Jennerstown Volunteer Fire Department appreciated very much as we go green flag racing with our Stoystown Auto Wreckers Modifieds. Carly, thanks for coming up, and thanks for bringing our new friend up here, Hazel. up here to Race Central Jennerstown Speedway. Speaking of Race Central, Steve, take a look what's going on at the front of the pack in turns 3 and 4.
There's a lot going on as we have just bumper to bumper to bumper. We got the 17, the 31, the 42, and the 50. He's going into turn 4, and he got about a 3-second advantage over the second place cars. He takes the checkered flag.
Green Steven out of turn number 4. The Martellus Pharmacy late models are off and underway.
With Brian Ship taking that quick jump, and then number 90 right behind him, Maruka, falls into place. And then we got right now a battle for 3rd through 7th as it is bumper to bumper, single file,
wow.
Cars touching and bumping.
Wow, a lot of brake checking coming out of turn 2. Where's Pizza Power Joe Pfeiffer? Keeping an eye on that 15 as we take lap number 1. Dennis Winter. So it's Winter sitting in that, well, let's say second now, Steve, because Winter just flew by Maruka and brought Teddy Gabala with him. But all eyes right now on the 48 and the 3.
Yeah, no, also the eyes right now on the 92 and the 1.
They got together, I got a little, and Jared Barclay is all over the speedway, Steven. But he's keeping it going in the right direction. He was involved in a near incident up at 3 and 4.
But we got a new leader coming out of the backstretch. It's Gabala with about a car length difference over the 48 as Ship as they come out of turn 4 less than the car length on the backstretch between Ship and Jared Barkley. As Jared's getting aggressive and he wants to take that second spot away. Does he have enough? As he comes out of turn 4, does he have enough? It's a drag race down, but no, Brian Ship will take that second spot. 3rd, Jared Barkley, Barry Audi 4.
And it is throttled down as the green flag flies. Your one-stop auto pro stocks are off and underway. Chris Brink will take advantage of that pole position starting spot and lead the field down the backstretch into turn number 3 already. Traffic tight.
It's like rush hour on the parkway right now between the 1st through 5th spot, 6th spot even.
You've got Burkholder there looking to follow something, maybe even thread the needle, which I think he thought about momentarily. Fred Bickerstaff. Now you got Cody Rose. That is Burkholder. He's on the outside of row number 3 as the pace truck heads pit side, and we're back green flag racing. Chris Brink, who enjoyed such a phenomenal career here in the modifieds for many years, now trying to pick up where he left off in the modifieds to enjoy some success here in our pro stock division. But right now he's being challenged by Josh Dunmeyer.
Dunmeyer was excited to take that inside spot on row 2, and he takes quick advantage of that as he comes across the stripe and takes the lead. Now Dunmeyer's got it. He's coming out of turn 4. He's got a nice advantage as he comes with some clean air, and Josh Dunmeyer takes that checkered flag.
Fast and Furious 4's are now throttled down. Green is out, and here we go with Kevin Boddicker getting the quick jump on pole sitter Brianna Mole.
Yeah, Brianna Mole takes a quick drop back. She went from 1st to 5th or 6th here real quick as they came across the front stretch. But the number 3 Jim made a quick lead, but the 17 isn't going anywhere either as Heilegas challenges for the lead.
My goodness, Boddicker to the low side in the black 3. You've got Hillegas to the high side in the red 17. Hillegas, Donald Hillegas, will be credited with leading lap number 1 of this 15-lap main event. And look at the mayhem courtesy of the Somerset Trust Company, Fast and Furious 4's.
And we have still Vinay on the backstretch coming to a slow halt almost, but he keeps it going. But the caution flag flies as the 25 is off the pace. They get bunched up real quick as the 34 puts a little bumper to the 17 on the inside for that 1st and 2nd spot. And they bump themselves ahead of that, but the number 3 drops way back. He went from 2nd, he's all the way back to 6th spot already. But look at that, the 34 coming and battling for the lead in turn 3.
Donald Hillegas desperately trying to hold on, running that high groove. Close racing quarters down. Donald Hillegas will lead lap number 2 by about a fender length, but Travis Schardiger. Travis trying to clear the 17. Do we have a new leader down the backstretch? We do. Here comes point leader Cameron Ruggles. Seth Nedrow just nudged the 17 car. Bradley Marsh in a green 52 watching it all play out right in front of him.
That's the stripe, but the 34 maintains the lead, but Ruggles is not going anywhere as he takes a peek on the inside.
Cobalt, Cavalier, your top 3. Still watching Jonathan Habershak to see if he can run down that lead pack Again, our split screen being provided by our Flow production crew. A lot of action to enjoy, a lot of action to watch. Donald Hilligas trying to keep that position away from Brad Cornell in the 11, but it looks as if Cornell's going to take that position. That would be 7th on the Speedway.
Like you were talking about 2 packs of cars, but that 40 car is now in the front pack as he's trying to close in on that 3rd place car, as is the 16 of Herco as they come across the front stretch. Now we're down to that 5-car front pack.
Keep in mind, Noah Herco started last in this 13-car field. Look out, Steve, down the backstretch. We get by the lap car of Stilvene. I was just going to talk about Noah Herco, who has come from the back of the pack up to 5th, but action heating up at the front of the pack.
It is Ruggles taking that lead over the 34 of Schardinger as they come across the stripe, and your points leader is now the race leader.
Cameron Ruggles, the whole way from Richmond, Virginia. Boy, I'll tell you what, look at Travis and Cameron putting on a show for the lead into turns 3 and 4. Seth Nedro wants to follow one of them. Seth is in that white 26 with the black hood. Cameron Ruggles clears Travis Schardinger.
But Jonathan Habershak in that 4th spot, he's closing in as well. We're going to have a nice race here with our top 5 here in just another.
Leave it to someone from Richmond, Virginia to lead the points and to take the checkered flag here on Armstrong Cable Night. Congratulations, Cameron Ruggles.